Good evening, family. It's your brother Makai with another video. And the title of this one, sometimes the titles don't be right. I be saying one thing, it's another, but I think I'm going to entitle it Listen, Pray, and Do. I had a talk with a friend of mine, and um, they kind of gave me an idea, or they dropped something in my spirit. They don't even realize it when we was having a dialogue. And a lot of individuals I talk to in consultations, they always tell me, uh, the things that they are asking for from the universe. I want a business, I want this, I want that. And what they fail to realize is that when you came down here to earth, you signed a spiritual contract. And, the spiritual contract has the fine print. So when I say pray, listen, and do, basically, the prayer part is talking to the creator, talking to the universe, whatever you want to say, to request or petition what it is that you desire. But then you have to go in meditations to get the directions so that you can go execute to get the outcome. So you're going to need some type of instructions. But one of the main things is a lot of us, we're petitioning the spirit for the things that we desire. But when they speak back, we don't listen. We'll go pray. Oh, Creator, I need this. Creator, I need that. Creator, I need this. Creator say, okay, I want to give you this stuff, but you got to know what to do with it when I give it to you. So some of us is walking around with what Creator gave to us and just holding it like, what am I supposed to do? We're supposed to go in meditation so you can understand how it works, so you can understand what to do to execute to get the thing that you want. So that's why the pray, listen, and do is a perfect title for this video, because a lot of us is not where we want to be, or we're not doing what we need to do because we ain't sitting still to listen. You have to listen. Even though I'm saying listen, it's listen and hear. Because I need directions on how to use my gift. Okay, Creator, you gave me my gift. Okay, and what am I supposed to do with it? And how am I supposed to use it? So maybe I got to keep practicing and fumble around with this gift for a year or two, or however many years I got to, because if I'm not sitting still getting directions, then I'm just winging it. We men, you know how men do. We don't look at no directions. We'll get a little shelf you got to put together. We ain't reading no directions. We're just going to take out the box and start doing it. And then we start putting it together and be like, oh my God, this is in the wrong piece. Or this place is, this piece is in the wrong place. Okay, now I got to go back and look at the directions. This is what men do. We do this all the time. We'll have a remote, or, we'll buy a new cell phone. Nobody's reading the instructions. They're just playing with the gadgets. I'm about to go watch a video. Within your spiritual journey and your experience, by you signing a spiritual contract, you are to contact the higher forces and ask, what is in my contract? You kind of can tell what your contract consists of if you can understand who your spiritual parents are. Now, for me, my spiritual father is Papa Legba. My spiritual mother is Venus. So it makes sense. Like, I like to joke. I'm like an old man, but yet I'm like a young guy. I'll give you fatherly love. I'll give you love. But then I'm a lover on top of that. And that's where Venus comes in at. So my spiritual parents kind of give me the blueprint to who I am. So I kind of function in those two capacities. You know what I mean? I don't look at Papa Legba as this dark entity that's scary. I look at him as like a loving father who will chastise you, and he's a jokester. He liked to joke. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like my personality. And I was that way before I even knew that he was my spiritual father. So, I mean, the premise of this video is, if you feel stagnant, if you feel like what you're trying to accomplish is not coming, maybe you're not sitting down, meditating and listening. Maybe you have the thing in your hand and you don't know how to work that thing. You understand? But my recommendations is, instead of taking this and going to somebody else so they can try to steal it, you go back to the same source that gave you that idea, that gave you the blueprint. You're going to get your blueprint in your dreams and in your meditations. So when you're petitioning, I recommend you write down what you petitioned, so you can keep track of what's in your mental Rolodex. Don't just get up and just pray. And if you're asking for the same thing, write that thing down. So now you can see, okay, well, I asked for a car, Creator brought it. Next. Okay, I asked for a house, Creator brought me the house. You understand? We're not making short-term goals and long-term goals so that we can keep track of our spiritual progression. See, the material possessions is just a physical outward manifestation of what we desired internally. So what I'm basically saying to y'all, family, is when you're manifesting or praying, write down what you're asking for so that you know what you want to physically materialize. But then you also got to sit still and listen. They might say, okay, listen, don't open the business selling shoes. Okay, I need you to sell bundles of hair. Okay, don't open the business selling marijuana. Open a business selling herbs. Open a water business, just sell bottled water. I mean, we are out here and we're navigating, and they teach us that we can do anything that we want to do, which I agree, but it would make more sense for you to do something along the lines that is within your gifts and within your purpose. A business is just finding a solution to a problem. And so the first thing we have to do is find out what problems that we're good at solving. What can I bring to the table? How can I help fallen humanity? What can I bring to the lives of my fellow humans that will help enhance their life? But I don't know what to bring, so let me go in meditation. So Spirit can say, okay, Makai, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. So your business needs to be this. It makes sense. And then continue to work that business until what you want comes to fruition. It takes time for things to grow. Some of us, the Bible says we know a tree by the fruit that it bears. Well, guess what? You may have planted your seeds and your tree may be there, and there may not be any fruit on your tree because your tree may not have matured to the age and time frame to where it could produce apples. So we got to also have patience and understand that if this thing gonna take 2 years, 5 years, 6 years, we need to be doing things in between, occupying our time that's going to contribute to that particular goal we have. This is why meditation is important, because Spirit is going to give it to you step by step. They're not going to give you A, B, C, D, E, F, G. They're going to give you A. Then when you complete A, come back and get B. Then when you complete B, come back and get C. But we have this microwavable mind. Anything that's going to be sustainable going to take years to build. People not becoming, they may become billionaires overnight through cryptocurrency and things like that. But typically, these individuals have years of portfolio and years of work that they put in to get them to the place that they are now. So what we must understand is that we're doing a lot of praying, we're doing a lot of petitioning, but we're not sitting still listening to get the instructions that we need so that we can complete our task. So what we must do, like I said, is pray, listen, and do. It's that simple. You're petitioning the universe, but you need to sit still and listen. And when you listen, they'll give you the directions. Now, if you don't listen, after you done petitioned, and they need this done, the universe will definitely slide your slot to someone else. Because if they come to you and they say, hey, do this, do that, do this. I got a funny story. Brother Yosef told me to make a shea butter that had 14 karat gold in it. And I drug my feet. I have a shea butter company. And I didn't make it. Boom. He hits me up one day. Rihanna done came out with it. Rihanna, Riri. And Brother Yosef said, hey, start, put the 24 karat gold in the shea butter. And I was like, that don't make no sense. I tried to do it, but I was unsuccessful. So I just put it to the side. Okay, nobody's going to think of that. And boom, Rihanna came out with it. So pray, listen, and do. And sometimes people will come to you and give you information. That's listening too. But the key is to be listening, because that is what's going to help us execute and get to our goal. Hey, good evening. Stay loved, stay lit, stay light. It's your brother Makai. And I'll talk to you soon, family.